Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked name, back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else she feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Shay's Tube Late Night Owls Talk Time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's August the 21st, 2025, 9:31 p.m. out here on the West Coast. Hope you guys had a fab Thursday, and here's to a fabulous Friday. And thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches us in the replay, over here in the chat. We got Jermaine in the place to be. What's up, Jermaine? How's it going? Jermaine says, like, share, comment, subscribe, support Shay's Tube, Cash App, $ Shay's Tube, Super Chat, stickers, super stickers, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99. We definitely appreciate the real ones. You guys, we have $35 to go before we make a $100 goal. So, of course, you can feel free to do a donation if you like. Okay? All right. So, let me go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across the screen, and it will be in my comment area as soon as I can get it there, okay? All right. So anyway, tonight, guys, we're going to be obviously talking about Young Dolph's trial, wrapping up. Hernandez, Govan was found not guilty. We're going to talk about that. We're going to do a recap. And then Lil Nas, y'all, was arrested. He's in trouble. We're going to cover that. And then I'm going to show you like 2 or 3 viral videos if I can tonight. I'm going to show you some, but I may not be able to show 3. But we will see at least 2 of them, okay? So go get you something to eat, something to drink, and relax and see if you're at work. Continue to do your job and watch and listen to me on the download. I had to get me some water, y'all. Nothing like some refreshing water. Okay, let's go ahead and pin this real quick. And we are getting ready to move right into this in 1 second. Let me do this right here. Now we're going to do this. And we're going to do this. Hold on. Let's do this real quick. Okay, so we're gonna do this for, I guess, 2. We'll just say 2. We won't be on here no 2 hours. I just got this time like this. Okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into everything real quick, guys. Again, welcome to everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure y'all check out my latest Country Wayne reaction video. Check out my latest YouTube shorts and my latest Dollar Tree haul. And check out that live I did last night, Night Owl live from last night. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and cover Young Dolph's last day of trial, I guess. Okay. This is trial day 4 and the last day. So let's go ahead and do that. So he was found not guilty, you guys. So, Juke being unalive definitely made it possible for many things to happen and not happen. All right, let's just keep it like that. Let me just go ahead and recap it, okay? Shit. Let's just go ahead and recap this. Hold on, let me go and put this up here first. Let's go back to comments. Okay, let me go ahead and recap this real quick. I already have it here. Hold on. Didn't rush tonight, y'all. It's going to be the quickest live I ever did. Actually, it's not, but it will be like that. Okay, so let's see here. You said, let's see what you said. You said, right, plus Smith wasn't a credible witness. He just was doing too much changing his story up and stuff. Basically, sounds like he was lying a little bit. Now, anyway, like I said, the Memphis jury on Thursday found Hernandez, Govan, not guilty of organizing the 2021 ambush unaliving of rapper Young Dolph, rejecting prosecutors' claims that he directed the fatal attack outside a local bakery. Now, the jury deliberated for about 3 hours before acquitting the 45-year-old of first-degree murder and conspiracy charges. Govan, who was accused of orchestrating but not carrying out the shooting, embraced his attorney and thanked Judge Jennifer Mitchell after learning he was free to go. So as we know, Young Dolph, a 36-year-old Memphis native, known both for his independent music career and community, I can never say that. I can never say it. It's PHILANTHROPY. He was GUNNED down in November 2021 while buying cookies at a local shop. Authorities said 2 men fired more than 20 shots into the bakery, unaliving him instantly. So why it matters is because the case, which prosecutors tied to a long-running tensions between Young Dolph and rivals connected to Yo Gotti's label, continues to reverberate through Memphis music scene. So prosecutors allege that Govan instructed 2 men to unalive Young Dolph, born Adolph Thornton Jr., and that he planned to take a $10,000 cut from the job. The state leaned heavily on testimony from admitted GUNMAN Cornelius Smith Jr., who claimed Govan supplied weapons and tipped them off about the rapper's Memphis visit for a Thanksgiving charity giveaway. Investigators also presented phone records linking Govan to the shooters and to Anthony Big Juke Mims, the late music executive alleged to have ordered a 100,000 hit on Young Dolph. Prosecutors alleged that Mims was seeking revenge for diss tracks aimed at him and the record label he helped run for his brother, rapper Yo Gotti. Mims was fatally shot outside a restaurant in 2024 No arrests have been made in his unaliving, and he was never charged in the killing of young Dolph. The defense countered that the police investigation was flawed and that the communications lacked direct evidence tying Govan to the murder. Defense lawyer Manny O'Wara cast Smith as an unreliable witness who had previously shifted his story, at one point suggesting Big Juke himself arranged the hit. None of you would buy a pack of gum based on the word of Cornelius Smith, O'Wara said during closing arguments. O'Wara noted Smith's financial ties to Big Juke's circle, including tens of thousands in cash funneled to his lawyer, and argued that his testimony was inconsistent and self-serving. Govan chose not to testify in his own defense. So, of course, his lawyer, Manny O'Wara, who is Govan's lawyer, in a statement said, and this statement was obtained by the Associated Press, he said, thankfully, the jurors listened. They saw the holes in the case. And then Shelby County Assistant District Attorney Iris Williams, in the prosecution's closing argument, she said, you know that Hernandez Govan wasn't there, but that doesn't mean he is not responsible for ending his life. Now, the next thing that's going to happen is that Smith, who admitted being one of the shooters, he still faces murder and conspiracy charges, while his co-defendant, Justin Johnson, was convicted in 2024 and sentenced to life in prison. So honestly, a lot of people think he did not orchestrate anything, but I don't know, y'all. I just do not know. Hey, Shell Crass, thank you so much for being here. Let's see what you said. I honestly believe this too. Since Big Juke got unalive, I mean, there you go right there. That's the only person who could have really, let us know if what Cornelius was saying is true or not. Where he messed up at is when he started telling different stories. Okay, if he could have just been consistent, so people wouldn't think he's a liar, maybe everything would have went different. Somebody said the streets will most definitely handle him. Y'all keep your ear to the ground. And I believe so too, because I honestly believe just what Jermaine just said, that he did it and he thinks he's getting away with it. Somebody said the streets will handle him. Somebody said, how do we know that? And then the person came back and said, because karma always finds her way back around. We just don't know when she will show up. And then somebody said, but Zimmerman is still alive. And then somebody said, he's in hiding. I don't think he's in hiding. He may be, though. They say his day is coming, too. Not on our time, unfortunately. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. But like I said before, as far as this dude, I do believe some things that Cornelius Smith did say. Point blank, I really do. They said that's crazy. Even though Govan did initially shoot Dolph, he orchestrated the hit knowing what was finna happen. He should be guilty by association. Shaking my head. I guess the real illers are locked up. These trail was weird to me anyway, starting with that lady with the pink pants. Why weren't they showing her face? Envy is wicked thing. Shaking my head. I guess you can say Dolph got some justice with old boy getting life. Yeah, but this case was strange to me. I feel he paid to be found not guilty. He should at least be guilty by association, even though he wasn't the actual shooter. The jury is BS. Somebody said either way, acquitted or not, he got to move out the city and live a low-key life, because whoever took out Juke, leaving his uncle funeral with his mama in the car in broad daylight, had some serious money on revenge, and we don't even know if it was actually Dolph related. And they say he said that after he was acquitted, he said, Govan said, I'm going to hug my son. I got to leave Memphis. So he already knows what's up. That's why he said that. I think no matter what state he moved to, he got to watch his back for sure. He's basically a DEAD man walking, as they would say, guilty by association. Somebody said, stay tuned. We will hear about him again. Found under the sea. I'm going to tell you straight up, if they believe that he did orchestrate Dolph unaliving, yeah, he's going to reap exactly what he sowed. And that's on everything, just like, what they did to Young Juke. And we don't know if that's related to Dolph or not, but it's really a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Because they did not bother his mom or anything. They just wanted him. Somebody said, hear me out. I'm willing to bet it all. That judge was offered a decent amount of money from someone on the outside to make that decision. Just for bro to be a DAD man walking. Somebody is going to take him out. Or whoever he's with at the same damn time. I can see the future. And this person is probably correct. Because one thing about people is that just because they don't do something now, they can wait a year, 2 years later, 3 years later, 4 years later, and then they go ahead and make their move. Okay, somebody else said, this young man lost his life over what? Nothing of importance. We as people need to learn how to agree to disagree and keep it pushing, or have a good old-fashioned fist fight if need be. At least you live to see another day. Don't take a permanent answer to solve a temporary problem. There will be no winner in the situation. Stop the healing is not the answer. Who knows? Y'all could have worked it out later or down the line. So they said the feds will be watching, but also, whoever else is going to be watching as well. Because, can't let that go out like that. You know what I'm saying? With just unalive and Dolph like that. They said they better put him in protection because he won't last long in the public. Just because he got a not guilty with the courts doesn't mean the streets will think the same thing. Okay? And that's just being honest. And I say the same thing. If people think he actually orchestrated that hit, yeah, he better watch his back. That's all I got to say. Somebody said, the justice system failed Dolph with this one. The streets will serve justice to Dolph. He will be a DAD man walking. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people are saying this. Somebody said, wasn't young Dolph on his way to college? Another person said, DEAD man walking. Somebody else said Memphis will hold court. Okay, so, honestly, he better do what he said he was going to do. Leave, and he better go somewhere where he can really lay low. Don't go to another big city. Where he can really lay low and change his name and everything else. Because they're going to be looking for him because people still believe that he has something to do with it. And that's probably why Juke was taken out. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. Or they took him out because of what happened to Dolph, and they knew that he is the one that was behind it as well. Somebody said he's going to be in the news in a month. Maybe not in a month, maybe within the next 6 months to a year. So they say they want Gotti. So somebody's spilling the beans. Black youngster just backed up from him. Run DMC daughter slid off. His brother is gone. He's in that corner. We should see. But that's how it's looking. Rest in peace, Dolph. Somebody said, trust me, God has his own hitman. No one can mock God and get away with it. Okay? Then she quoted the scripture. Galatians 6:7. He better completely leave the state. Somebody said he better completely leave the state. Shit, he better leave and go to some states that nobody even will think to look. Okay, you said, was it his daughter unalive a year or so ago? Yep, back in 2022. Not sure if it was tied to Dolph or not. Probably was. His daughter was in Houston. Yeah. Yeah, somebody said it right here. Don't forget his daughter got unalive. And then somebody else said, it doesn't mean they're not going to get him. May have won the battle, but not the ward. Anyways, remember, it's one judge, one Steve. They probably did that so the streets can get them. Yeah, everybody keep on saying the same thing. So again, he was found not guilty by the courts, but the streets still believe he has something to do with this young Dolph's unalive. Okay, so he better definitely leave the state and go somewhere and lay low. He better go out in the country of Georgia and live for real, for real. Change his name and live there. Get out of the regular cities. No ATL, no New York, no Los Angeles. If you come to Los Angeles, you better go to one of these little small towns where nobody's going to be paying attention to you. And don't ever go to LA and change your name and every damn thing. That's the key. Get out of the big cities and go on somewhere small and get out of Georgia. Or not, where are they at? No, get out of Memphis all the way. I mean, if you come to ATL, you better go somewhere, like I said, out in the country. You know, out in the country, like in Macon, places like that where they won't. Shit, you may need to go somewhere else even different than Macon, somewhere where nobody even pays attention to, for real. Okay? Well, we'll see. Okay? So anyway, it is what it is. Let me let y'all look at a TikTok video real quick, and then we'll move on, okay? To Lil Nas X, because I want to make sure I cover everything tonight. I'm going to show y'all I can do this stuff in less than an hour and get everything there, or at an hour, okay? So let's go ahead and do this little video real quick, just so we can let them recap it, to make sure I covered everything. I like to do that every time, and then that's going to be it. Okay, so let's see, with Hernandez. And they said that his trial, Hernandez, they had said that his trial wasn't going to last that long, okay? And they definitely was right. They were definitely right. He's not going to be safe either. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch. Let's look at this one, okay? Let me present and share. I forgot. Okay, let's do it now. There you go. I almost forgot.
Not guilty in count 2 of the indictment. Ma'am, we the jury found the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 1 of the indictment. We the jury found the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 2 of the indictment. Ma'am.
Court's in session.
Ma'am. Ms. Johnson, is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict? Yes. Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict? Yes, Your Honor. Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want to thank you for your service this week. You've done exactly what the court asked you to do, which was to sit, listen to all the proof, and come to a decision. You are excused.
Jury is excused. Thank you.
Mr. Hernandez Govan, a jury of your peers having found you not guilty of all charges, sir, you are free to go.
Thank you so much, sir.
You may come out the record.
Court's in recess.
Okay.
We the
Okay.
jury found the defendant.
So somebody said this man is an informant. He was the only one who was also allowed out on bond. He hasn't been in jail. He would bring your Gotti down. Just watch. He is working with the feds, and that's why he got off. They had to make him stand trial because he is their access to street gang activity, even though they knew they told a juror they couldn't find him guilty. He even admitted that he orchestrated the entire unaliving. He's an informant and never would have been charged and has been out on bond his whole time. And you know what? Could be true. Just never know. I mean, you just never know what these people be out here doing. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. Somebody say he's found not guilty, but he got the you know what penalty. Yeah, because streets are going to. The streets may be doing something. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. You know what I'm saying? Look how they did, Big Jook and this man's daughter. So let's see what this dude talk about.
Didn't I tell you Hernandez Govan was gonna be found not guilty in the murder for hire of young Dolph? Huh? Didn't I tell y'all that? Unlike a lot of y'all viewers and content creators, I actually sat through the trial and listened to the evidence. And as I'm sitting there listening, I'm like, what this shit got to do with Hernandez Govan? This sounds like a bunch of shit the flunky ass shooters did, and then they dropped the call off in front of his house to try to tie him to the murder. But sadly, it wasn't enough. You niggas be crash outs. You niggas be flunky. So y'all heard it was a hit on the head of young Dolph and the rest of the PRE niggas. Being hungry and desperate, y'all lurking through the streets to catch any and everybody, hopefully to receive a payday.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
No, that's not how murder for hire work. You got to talk to the nigga that's actually putting the money on whoever head. Going through a middleman is always a setup for failure. You heard me? Y'all some flunky ass niggas for hearing about a hit and then go and carry it out as if it was concrete. It wasn't. He say, she say is circumstantial evidence. We need something pertinent everybody to young Dolph murder. If you ain't got that, everybody walk free. Yo gotta stay a multi-millionaire. Hernandez Govan get a big payday for staying silent through the trial. You know yo gotta gonna pop them off. And not the rest of them niggas gotta do life, and that's what it is. For all the rappers who plan on knocking a nigga off, I say follow behind Yo Gotti. Let your word be strong enough to make some flunkies go do the work for you. You ain't never had to pay him. You ain't never had to meet him in the store. Didn't I tell y'all her?
Right, like that. Okay, that's crazy. But anyway, let's see what this.
Well, TikTok, what's going on?
Well, we're not gonna listen to 4 minutes, okay? Him talking. So again, like I said before, like some people were saying in the comment section, he was found not guilty, but he definitely better relocate because the streets probably still think he has something to do with young Dolph unaliving. And honestly, sometimes the streets be knowing more than the so-called police and people like that. So we will see. We're gonna be watching carefully, and we will see because something could be happening a couple of days from now, a month, 2 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, hell, 2 years from now. You just never know. So hopefully, like I said, he moves somewhere where he can lay low to a whole different state in a small little city, and he can lay low because he definitely don't need to be moving to no big city or anything. All right. So y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment sections regarding this. Do y'all think he deserved the not guilty, or do you really think that he orchestrated this hit, or you think it was all BS and just, Cornelius and Justin are the ones that basically did everything on their own, and they, like this dude saying, are just going by hearsay and things like, things like this. I don't know. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to Lil Nas X. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to him. Let's take note. I'm so glad this trial is over. This part, I think it's is it one more person? Yeah. It's what's his name? Cornelius, right? Okay. Because Justin already got his sentence, life, right? I think that's what I just said. Okay, so now we are getting ready to go into Lil Nas X. Let's go ahead and do his. So it's these rappers, man, just cannot. Let me take him down. Okay, they still got this stuff up here. Okay, there you go. Just cannot act right for nothing in the world. So let's see what happened to him. Lil Nas X. This dude's out here in his drawers. Let me see if y'all can see. Let me stop sharing this first. That's crazy, y'all. Okay, so let's see what happened right here. This is according to TMZ, who knows everything. They be everywhere all the time. I mean, before we even find out about it, or anybody else find out about it, TMZ always know. Anyway, Lil Nas X was booked for battery on an officer after his naked escapade. So let's see. He was stark naked and tussling with police officers. TMZ Hip Hop can confirm the Old Town Road rapper is currently in custody for the misdemeanor offense at a Van Nuys jail just outside Los Angeles. Nas is currently being held without bail. So Lil Nas X was spotted by a bystander early this morning wearing nothing but his underwear in a cowboy boot while parading down the middle of the street. Was he on drugs? He had a cowboy boot. This boy is doing too much. Law enforcement sources say he eventually stripped down naked and lunged at an officer. Anyway, they said their cop sources tell them that witnesses called police and Nas was rushed to a hospital after it was reported he suffered a possible drug overdose. I told you he had to be on that because he doing all this and stuff. This is crazy, man. So they got some extra. Let me see if I can pull this up on what's the name. This dude is a hot, juicy mess. Let's see if we can pull this up. We need to hold on. We need to cut this music one more time again. I'm doing good on this time, man. It won't be no real breaking news now. I may be able to tell you guys one story, maybe. Otherwise, it won't be. I'll just cover that tomorrow because you can't do everything. Okay, so let's go back over here. You saw the video on TikTok. Okay, let's see what's on my message. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Y'all try not to laugh too hard, okay? Oh my gosh, he better not be naked.
Nah. Hey, don't be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. No, go ahead, babe. No. Go ahead, babe. No. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Da. Hey, for everybody coming to the party. La. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you. And
You know he on high.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Payo, what's up? What's going on?
Yes, get my good side. Every side. Yes. Boom, cat, towel. Sean Bankhead taught me that one. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? That's gonna be a beautiful sunrise.
Peace to you, Payo.
Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far away so you never see it again. I don't like phones. Don't miss the party tonight. Why are you still here? You need to be telling everybody about the party, girl. What's your problem? Nah.
Okay.
Nah. Hey, don't be late to the party.
All right. Okay, is that it? The only video we got of him? Did we get the video where he was fighting the cops? Let's see. Is this home? Let me see. Y'all know what this is. Country Wayne. Okay, let me take this off. Shit. That shows you that I be like watching that. Let's see. Let's see if we can get that video. So I guess they don't have that video. They claim that we know this is not him getting arrested, especially not right here. He wasn't even on that street. Okay, let's go down here. Let's see what he.
Now, I didn't plan on talking about Lil Nas X this much today, but things keep happening. Lil Nas X arrested for battery of a police officer. A lot of people were saying that this was all a PR stunt. I don't know. Once the police get involved, I think it's pretty real. Grammy-winning rapper, singer, and songwriter Lil Nas X has been arrested according to Los Angeles County Sheriff Inmate Records. The industry baby rapper, whose legal name is Montero Lamar Hill, was found early Thursday morning in the Studio City area on Ventura Boulevard, according to Public Information Officer Charles Miller. Upon arrival, the suspect charged at officers and was taken into custody. He was transported to a local hospital for a possible overdose and placed under arrest for battery on a police officer, Miller said. Lil Nas X is being held in the Valley Jail in Van Nuys, California. People, correct my pronunciation. CNN has reached out to his representatives for comment. Let's send him our well wishes, everybody. He rode that horse straight to the county jail. Now, I didn't plan on talking about Lil Nas X this much today, but
it's Van Nuys, okay? That's what it is, okay? And you know, you gotta leave them drugs alone because they be having you doing some stupid crap out there. Goodness. So he out there walking in his little pink underwear, his pink little cowboy boots, tripping out, man. Damn, that was a hot mess job. But I wish they could have gotten him, you know, fighting a police officer, so because that would have been funny. You say interfere with him. They should interfere with his crazy ass walking up and down the street in his underwear. You know, good and dang go well, he cannot prance around in the street in his underwear like that. Looking a hot ass juicy mess. Shit, have you ever done that before? Have you ever pranced around the street in your underwear and just let it all hang out? You ever done that before, Pa? Yo? All GAY people don't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You said let him be free. He'll be free once he you know, go see the judge and all that stuff. You know, I guess what they call that, arraignment. You know, there's a lot of men that take their clothes off and run down the street, especially when they are intoxicated and things like that. You don't have to be GAY to do that. Sometimes people do stuff just because it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Just do stuff, you know, when they be out hanging with their friends and stuff. You know, they do it on dares and things like that. So it doesn't mean you GAY because you, not if you walking in cowboy boots, you know, to walking like him and things like that, but you just took off your pants or some shit and just ran down the street just acting crazy or intoxicated or something like that. You know, people do that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people do that before. All right. He was higher than a kite. You know what I'm saying? That was a hot mess. I wish they would have had him. I hope tomorrow they got the video of him getting arrested, him tackling with the police officer and things like that. That was a hot ass mess. Thank you, Jermaine, for that story. All right. So let me give y'all one breaking news, guys, and hopefully Nas X be okay, little Nas X and stuff, you know, and my prayers are sending out to him, you know, and we're going to move on to the next thing that we are going to do. That's going to be the little breaking news, you guys. Okay. Hold on. Let me go. I'll be right back. You can stay in this one. It's gonna be too hot. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. Yeah, prayers for Nas X. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this breaking news, you guys. Let me take this down. Okay, let's change this. That was a hot ass mess. And Jermaine, you was cracking up when you saw that, weren't you? Look at him. All right, Lil Nas X. Let's do some breaking news. A couple things, then I'm gonna show you these videos, and that's gonna be it for the night. So they claim, you guys, they saw a mysterious UFO caught hovering over Disney World before vanishing into the darkness. Okay, can y'all believe that? I thought they said Disneyland at first, but no, they said Disney World. And thank goodness it was Disney World and not Disneyland, because y'all know Disneyland is out here by me. You said Nas X GAY as a Christmas tree and he not to prance down a California street. You are a mess now. I'm about to call you Nas by your shit. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, they said people saw this, okay? It hovered over Disney World's Epcot Center. They saw a glowing orb appeared over the amusement park. So this lady, Morgan H., who is a digital director of the Bobby Bones Show and a Tennessee resident, told the radio show that she and her boyfriend were sitting on the patio waiting for the fireworks when a bright light suddenly appeared. Now, after searching online and finding no information about drones or satellites in the area, Morgan described the object as a UFO, adding, definitely a UFO with aliens. The video she captured quickly spread online, sparking speculation from social media users. Now, one user noted that a rocket launch from nearby Cape Carnival had happened earlier in the week, suggesting it could explain the sighting. And then she also said it was never moving. All right. So in the clip she showed, it shows a black light hovering over this lady's head in the black night sky. However, they say it is unclear whether the object was moving, as the video was not shot, while she was holding it, still. And the date of the recording is unknown. And this is probably another trickery type shit, okay? This is probably some more trickery shit that this lady done did up. So that park, they claim, has long been a hot spot for UFO reports, okay? Because it's so close to NASA's launch sites. Back in 2024, December, visitors reported a glowing red orb in the sky. However, a Falcon 9 rocket that was launched at night coincided with the sightings. Okay, so they think that's what these people saw in December 2024. This lady probably didn't see what she thought she saw either. All right. People are saying that she doctored that video as well with CGI. And with all this trickery and things like that, you just never know. You know what I'm saying? And they never can have a clear picture. It always disappears. It's the same old shit every time. People never have clear anything. All right. And so I really don't believe her. I'm just be perfectly honest. I don't believe her. Let me see what the picture. I can't show y'all these pictures because, child, this look like that same shit that I recorded. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up on this right here. Hold on. It look like that same shit that I recorded. Okay. As much as I've been out at night, I've never seen anything weird like that. Is this the one that didn't know? We need to do it 3 days ago. So here it is. Oh my God, they got the damn music playing. So this happened on 8/18/2025. This is supposed to be 2 UFO during Disney's World fireworks. Let's see. I don't see a damn thing. Okay, we see the orbs. I don't know what that is. I see that. And again, we don't know if these people did this with CGI or something like that. Yeah, I do see the orbs. Somebody said those are smoke rings from fireworks. Like I said, we would never actually, we don't know for sure, but it just does not look like what she said it is. But we don't know for sure because anything is possible, like I say, like I always say. Okay, anything is possible. We'll be sitting up here talking to smack, and next thing we know, it'll be, a UFO. So they've been spotting stuff over Disney World for a long time. Look at this right here. Now, this is the same thing that I saw out here in my area a couple of years ago. I actually took a picture of it. But of course, they were explaining it away and things like that. So I don't know what this is right here. I saw something similar in the daytime in my area, in my old area. But the one that I saw looked tripped out because it looked like somebody like a person was in it and stuff, but it wasn't a person in it, So this is another one hovering over. Now again, I'm thinking this right here is CGI. I just do not believe this right here. I really don't believe this, but anything is possible.
With eerie colored light.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay. So they've been seeing stuff over Disneyland for a long time. Look at this. Disney World. This is Disneyland. This is like in Cali. So whatever it is, love Disney World in Disneyland. They said this is caused by pyrotechnic effect at the beginning of the world of color. So that's what that is. So these people be taking pictures and shit and be talking about this flying saucers and things like that, and it's not even that. But some of these things you never know. Now we know this. Now listen, this right here, I seen something like this out here, and I have actual pictures on my Instagram. Let me tell you something about this little story real quick. So a couple years ago, and this may be around the same time, I was driving, right, in Marietta by the golf court. And all of a sudden, we saw some jets or rock. I don't know what the hell they were, jets or whatever. They were chasing behind something like this. And they were just going all over the place. The thing was moving really, really fast. And then it looks like they shot it down. And then it just fell down, over there by the mountains and stuff. And it just circled around and then left. Now, they explained that away and said it was something else, but I don't know. I actually got that recorded, and I put that on my Instagram page. This was a couple of years ago, back probably around the same time, not in 2017. Let me think. It could have been in 2017. I'm not sure. So that's the Space Rocket X right here, but the one I saw was a little bit different. Somebody said this is Space X Rocket. Okay, but the one that I saw, it was similar to this, but not exactly, and they were chasing it, and that thing was running all over the place and stuff, and it looks like the jet was shooting it down, and then the thing fell. You know what I'm saying? It exploded and fell and stuff, but they tried to explain it away and said they were testing a rocket. So I don't know for sure. All I know is a lot of people put it on camera and was posting it. It was all on the news. And again, they explained it away. Well, we know what this is now, but the thing that I had a picture of and other people got videos of, they just explained it away. I'm telling you, it looked like they was chasing it and then they shot it down. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know for sure, but that's what it looks like. But they've been seeing stuff around Disneyland and Disney World for the longest. But again, see, there's the black thing again. I don't know if these are edited and things like that. I just don't know. People do so much. It's just hard to tell. Okay, point blank. So let me see what y'all said in the comment section. Then we're going to move along from this story right here. But that's what they claim. She claimed she saw this, but, I believe she probably did some trickery. I really do. Right. If it's real, why don't they ever get better pictures? I don't want to talk to anything in those, ship or anything, but we just never know. I think it's fake too. You said maybe they're preparing us for Project Bluebeam. Could be. You said ain't no damn UFO. It should, yeah. It's a UFO, all right. Let's see what these people in this comment section are saying. They're saying they chose Disneyland. Okay. Somebody said exactly what I said. If they do exist, they are demons. And that's the same thing that this person is saying. So, I mean, like I said, I don't know. These people be doing a lot of trickery, just like with Bigfoot. You know what I'm saying? I've been out. Well, I haven't been into the deep forest or nothing like that. But I be out at nighttime. I'm not trying to see anything either. But I've been outside at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and never seen anything. But that's not saying that the people don't see anything. Okay, it's not saying that. Now I've seen other things, but not outside. Thank God. Somebody said people don't believe in aliens. They are food. Do you think we are the only ones in this universe or beyond our universe? I won't see in my lifetime, but someday I believe we will be trekking through the stars. I guess he meant through the stars. I don't know what's out there. I don't really care as long as they don't come here to visit me. I don't give a damn, okay? I'm not nosy about stuff like that. I don't care. All right, point blank. Period. Listen, if they haven't came down and made themselves know, we don't need to be knowing. And if they are smart, they will be coming out anyway, because these people out here are crazy, destructive, and they unaliving people like from left and right. So why would any alien want to come here unless they come here to eat people? And they shouldn't even want that either, because these people are loading themselves up with this nasty ass food, smoking, drinking, weed, other things. Why would any alien want to eat us or anything else? Because we are toxic. Okay, period. Okay, so they shouldn't want anything. They don't need to study our minds, because a lot of people are crazy, got mental stuff going on, they're doing weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? No, just stay where they are at. We will stay here, and we can tend to our business, and they can tend to theirs. Point blank. Because trust me, they don't want shit here, because these people are weird. Okay, and that's on everything. All right, so let's go ahead and watch some more videos. We're gonna do viral videos. Let me see if I can tell y'all one more breaking news story real quick. Then I got to hurry up, because I want to be able to show y'all at least 2 videos. Damn, these missing kids, man. What the hell? This little boy, 15 years old, accused of unaliving his 23-year-old brother and then throwing him in the dumpster. The hell? I don't even want to read the story, but that's plainly ridiculous, okay? Damn, these kids and these people, period. Okay, let's see here. 3 little toddlers, 1, 2, and 3. I think they're 1, 2, 3. I already read the story. Y'all, they were begging their neighbors for food and water. Then they told the police their parents were lying unalive inside of their house. So let me tell you, because I already read the story. The dad unalived the mom and then unalived himself. All right. But thank God he did not unalive the kids. All right. So the kids were outside in the parking lot. They were outside in the parking lot. The kids was 1, 2, and 3, just like I said. I told you I already read this. So they were safe at the crime scene and tended to by neighbors. The police went to check on the kids on Monday and discovered the parents' bodies. The kids were sitting outside in the parking area. They had enough sense to sit outside the parking area, because in the house the probably was stinking and probably maggots were all over the place of flies. The parents were in their 20s. And like I said, it's believed that the man hit the mother first and then himself. And they was in there at least 24 hours with their parents unalive. That's a damn shame. Yeah. The oldest one is 3 years old, and they can basically, he or she can basically talk like that. And then they all probably saw what happened. I don't understand why people have kids and then, they do things like this and put these memories in their kids' minds forever, mess these kids up. That's why I say some people don't need to have babies. Okay, period. This is crazy. And these women better watch these men that they call boyfriends and husbands, because some of these men are absolutely crazy. We got some crazy women too, but this right here is about a man unaliving the woman and then himself. But I'm just glad he didn't do the kids. Okay, so the kids are with their grandmother, so they are safe. So that's good. They said that they were telling her to leave this man, but she wouldn't do it because of the kids. Listen, y'all. Listen. Sometimes it's better to leave. All right. Majority of the time, it's better to leave. Let me take that back. Okay. Majority of the time. If a man is fighting you, being abusive all of the time, you need to just leave. All right. Take your kids and leave. You don't have to tell him, just leave. Just leave when you get the opportunity to. And don't go somewhere that he's going to come looking for you. They were telling her to leave this man, and she never left because of the kids. She wasn't thinking that if he takes her life, it's going to affect her kids in a way that is going to be, almost non-repairable. You got to think about the kids first, not yourself. Okay? That's crazy. Anyway, my prayers are extended out to these little kids and the other family members and stuff. And my condolences. And it's just a sad situation, when people take their significant other's life and their lives too. It's just, honestly, if relationships do not work out, just leave. I know it hurts and things like that, but just go your separate way, because it's not worth it. You're going to end your life. You're going to end the other person's life. Come on now. And then you're basically messing up your kids' lives. Doesn't even make sense. All right. So let's go ahead and look at a couple of videos, y'all, and get our mind a little bit happier after hearing about these kids. And then we're going to be out of here. Okay, almost an hour. I did it. I did it, y'all. Let's go here and do these viral videos. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do this real quick. So let's see. Well, what is this one? This little person right here, man. I got to play that one. Let's see this. Let's see. She said her patience was tested.
Those are kids. You have, hold on. Hopping out the car, approaching the vehicle, calling the niggers, dumbass kids, throwing things at the car. Are you serious? You're an adult. You're behind her. You're on your phone, not paying attention. Almost hit her car. Hold on. Anybody's reaction would be, what the fuck? If anybody was going to hit your car, what would your reaction be? Right? I wasn't even hold on. What would your reaction be? I'm sorry for my mom, but she just. I should get in the car. She's aggressive. Okay, but imagine. So how would you feel if I did this to this is your daughter, your teenage daughter? Yeah. And she was a new driver, right? Imagine me almost hitting the back of her car and her reaction like, what the hell, or whatever. And I hop out the car and approach her. Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? And all that. Imagine somebody does that to your child, a new driver. Hold on. No, it's nothing to explain because you're a fucking adult. Then to continue to call her niggers.
Oh, wow.
Calling her niggers, dumbass kids, mean you knew that they were children. And you continue, not only that, this is the first stop sign. Then you follow her to the light and get out the car again and approach her. Yeah, we are. We're all recording. She's not doing anything. She's fine. She's a child. I'm not approaching her at all. I'm approaching you because you're an adult in this situation and you lost your fucking mind. You approached the correct child today. Because go ahead, you can record me all you want. Actually, we can just call the police. I have pictures of what she did to my daughter's car. No, it's okay. Please don't. It's not about you, but your mom, that behavior is unacceptable. And for you to know that those were kids and you continue to follow her, call her niggers, and you're acting like a nigger. How do a nigger act? How do niggers act? How do they? What if I told you? Keep asking me questions. Okay, so go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Okay, one. Go ahead. I saw that they were stopped. I wasn't close to getting their car at all. Okay. I understand she's maybe a new driver. And maybe it scared her that I pulled up the way I did. Well, she said before you even approached, she seen you driving aggressively. When you turned the corner, very aggressively. So that was before you even got close to her. Then you got very close to her, and she said, "Oh, she's on her phone." And when you basically stopped real fast real abruptly behind her, she's like, "What the?"
So this out here in Cali.
I'm gonna call the police. Because let me explain. Those are kids. Those are kids. You have hold on. Hopping out the car.
Yeah, hold on. Let me stop. Okay. And then her daughter was saying sorry. She need to be ashamed of herself. She's a grown-ass woman. Act like it. Goodness. They said she did not expect to be approached. That's why her energy is different. She knows better not to test you. But a child, yes, she was definitely going to test. She said literally found her vehicle parked within 30 minutes, waited till she came out all smiling, thinking she just got away with it. No, ma'am. So she did this shit and got her. She parked and stuff and went into the store and thought she got away with it. Okay, then the driver's mom came out and approached her. Okay, that's crazy, man. People need to watch it. I know one damn thing. Her calling them kids the N-word is unacceptable. You know, she's very blessed that this lady handled it the way she did. All right, let's go ahead and watch this one right here. It says he raped and unalived his 8-month-old daughter. He need his ass kicked.
Not guilty of.
Wait.
22, is accused of SA and killed his 8-month-old daughter. In court, he hysterically claimed that he had never done anything to harm his daughter. In April, James panicked and dialed 911. He fell asleep watching a movie with 8-month-old Janiyah in his arms. When he woke up, Janiyah was no longer breathing. The emergency personnel immediately took Janiyah to the hospital. Unfortunately, she passed away due to serious injuries. The doctor's report shows that Janiyah has a skull fracture and traces of SA, and the damage was caused by a foreign object inserted into the anus. Although James has always claimed that he did not do it, the police still arrested him on charges of murder and SA. During his imprisonment, James repeatedly requested a retrial of his case, but was refused by the judge. Once the incident was reported, James received overwhelming insults and condemnation. However, 2 months later, the event took a turning point. Forensic experts have determined that Janiyah's death was actually a tragic accident. Rectal tear is only a small fissure caused by constipation, and no brain damage has been found. The cause of death was due to James accidentally suffocating Janiyah while he was sleeping. This is completely consistent with James's testimony during his detention that he held her too tightly because he was afraid she would fall off the bed. According to the forensic conclusion, the prosecutor's office ultimately dropped the charges against James and declared him innocent, but the harm James suffered can never be undone.
Not guilty of.
James Saltmarsh, 22, is accused
Not guilty of.
James.
So he basically was holding the baby and went to sleep, but he was holding the baby too tight. Okay. And while he was sleeping, he managed to suffocate her. That's why they tell you not to hold your babies in beds and stuff or sleep with your baby, because a lot of times you can find a lot of stories where parents roll over and suffocate their children and things like this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, all of my kids slept with me, but I'm very what you call it? I don't know what you call it, but I'm very like conscious of the fact that my child is right there. All right. So I never did roll over. As a matter of fact, I still sleep like that. Just in one spot. It's so damn weird, y'all. I got a big old bed. It's like a king size, a queen or king size. And I'm telling you, I only sleep on one side. The cat can sleep on the other side. I won't even touch the cat because I sleep on one side because I'm so used to sleeping like that with my child. But everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like even when my kids was babies, that's why my, ex did not sleep with me, because he wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't allow that anyway because he may roll on it. But since I wanted the child to sleep with me, because I was scared that, so they won't get like, the baby, SIDS, or just, I used to think about weird shit. And so I just feel more comfortable either they could be in a bassinet right by my bed or right there. And I always slept just in one little space. And I basically do the same thing now, which is weird. The other side of my bed stays made up. I'm not joking. I actually put things on the other side of my bed. But like I said, everybody cannot do that. But I'm glad if he was innocent that he's found innocent, okay, point blank. And he said it was a mistake. And how they mistaking, anal fissures for somebody sticking some up in the baby's rectum is crazy. All right. So anyway, I'm glad, that he was found innocent. If he's innocent, the only thing, you can't bring the little girl back. That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's a sad situation right there. Goodness. Oh, let's check this out. A KFC man won't give this man a refund. Let me check what y'all saying in the comment sections real quick. Okay, so in the comment sections, you guys are saying, I'm not trying to be like other people who don't read these comments. You said, hold on. It was probably just mass. I don't know what pareidolia. What is that? What does that mean? Okay, if it's real, why did okay, that's about the UFO thing. Okay, we already talked about all that. You said kids get used as a pawn to hurt you, right? But that's a shame. Yeah, they definitely do. Sometimes, people will unalive the kids too just to hurt the dad or either the mom, you know what I'm saying, which is crazy. But I'm just glad in that other situation that the man did not hurt the children. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm glad they were smart too. Okay, they were asking for food. The 3-year-old probably was outside asking for food for the 2 and the 1-year-old and water. And the people gave them food and water. And they just sat out in the parking lot. I don't know if they ever went back inside the house because it was 24 hours. But I know they was in the parking lot when the police came. And then they said that their parents was laying on the ground. But why didn't they tell the neighbors that their parents were laying on the ground, within the time? Maybe they came outside when they got hungry. But still, you would think that the neighbors would start questioning them, and then they would tell the neighbors that. But maybe they did, and then, the neighbors called the police because they don't never tell the full story. I'm just glad they're okay. And again, my prayers are expressed out to them and to this young man right here who was found innocent, and, the baby's mom and other family members. I just hope they be able to, get through all of this, because it's just, he's still going to be messed up because he knows that ultimately he still is responsible for his baby's demise. All right. Now let's go to the next one. KFC manager won't give them that money.
And then he'll pay for it.
Can you read what this says?
Did you hear what I said?
Can you read what
It's
this
gonna
says?
go down to
Did
KFC.
you hear what I just said?
Give me my
Like this, because I don't see it on here. Okay, let's do it again.
money back. And then he'll pay for it.
Can you read what this says?
Did you hear what I said?
Can you read
It's
what
gonna
this
go
says?
down to
Did you
KFC.
hear what I just said?
Give me my money
I
back.
don't do refunds.
What?
You don't do refund.
I don't make no rap.
That's what's best for us.
No, I
That's
didn't.
what's wrong up.
Did I ask for a rap?
don't want to hear no shit
Did I
like
ask for a
that.
rap?
You
Did I
asked
ask
for
for a
a
rap?
rap. They don't know what you asked for.
Ma'am, I
He
told
asked
you
for a
I want
two-piece.
shot size and 2 legs in his box.
That what he said.
Okay,
2 times.
you came up
She
here,
rung
you
me up
said-
for that.
You said, he said too much.
Hey, listen, I did not say no rap.
Excuse me.
He ain't say
What
no
you're
rap.
not gonna do is come in here with the attitude.
Okay,
You ask for
Oh,
what you, I'm not giving you nothing back. We do not do refunds. Once your order is totally
please
out.
give me my money.
Can you read what it say?
Please give me my money back. You just give me food.
No.
They say, please
Let's
give
give
me.
him what he paid for.
Okay.
You ready for what, love?
That's not what I asked for. What did I ask for?
You came up here. What can I get for you?
Okay, he the one that said rap.
You
I didn't
said
say no rap.
Okay.
Give to me.
Okay.
Okay, you gonna take the rap.
Thank you, man.
What can I get for you?
Thank you, bro. But this is ridiculous. Oh, my
You
God.
keep on getting in my face like that, I'm not your jaw loose.
No,
I want you to try.
no.
I want you to try.
Oh, gee, hold on.
Don't do it,
I
don't
want
do
you to
that.
fucking try.
No, OG, she's still a woman, man.
woo!
I don't care who it is. I want my money, man.
I want to see you knock me out, baby.
Okay, hold on. No, go over there.
OG, OG, no.
You gotta fight.
Damn about that. No
Yeah, he
more.
need to go. Yeah, he need to go.
You ready, boy?
Yeah, he ready. He ready.
Talk about this goddamn job. You ain't gonna talk to me fucking crazy.
He ready too.
I'll give you what you paid for, sir.
Man, she on one today.
Number 2.
She is on
Hey,
one.
man, look, I'm through with that. Money back.
Okay. That was a damn trip. It just went left. I don't understand why they don't give refunds. And the thing about it, if you see a sign like that, guys, don't eat there. There are other KFCs. If a restaurant got a sign up there and says they don't give refunds, why are you eating there? That's stupid on your part. Why would you want to eat there? All right? Because you're telling me that if I don't like the food or I'm dissatisfied with the order, I can't get my money back? Please. I don't even know if he called the police if it would have helped, because the police would have looked at the sign and said the same thing. Her attitude, though, strong. She could have been a little bit more better, with her words and things like that. But she really tripped me out when the man said he would get in my face again like that, even though she wasn't in his face. A desk is, blocking all of that. He was like, I'm going to hit you in your jaw. She came in from behind that thing. Let's see that part again. And she was like, do something, sir. But I wish she would have grabbed a weapon, you know, because even though he's old, he probably is still more stronger than her. So she should have had like a weapon or something if she's going to come behind that thing like that and try to fight a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her this man is still stronger. All right. Okay, let's see that part again. That was a hot ass mess. Let's fast. Wait, hold on.
No, OG, she's still a woman, man.
Hold on. I want to see the other part. Let's see.
OG, hold on.
OG. Oh, OG.
Thank you, bro. But this is ridiculous. Oh, my God.
You keep on getting my face like that, I'm not you. No.
OG, hold on.
Don't do that.
No, OG, she's still a woman, man. OG.
I don't care who you are. I want my money, man.
I want to see you knock me out, baby.
Okay, hold on. No. Don't go over there.
OG,
Don't do that.
OG, no.
Let's go.
Damn, about that no
Yeah, he
more.
need to go.
You gonna get this old ass bitch shit. She like she be fighting.
He ready.
What? Somebody said, what? Hold on. You can tell the type of female that's never been slapped in the face. If some man slaps some female in the face, she need to take some of them and F him up. Point blank. Let me tell you something, YouTube, MBTV. I don't know why some of you guys think you can just put your hands on a woman. See, that's why some of y'all be face down, okay, with a bullet in you. You don't do that. Don't do that. Because every female is not going to try to fight you back. They're going to use weapons. Don't do that like me. Okay, keep your hands to yourself. He should have never said that he would loosen her jaw and she would have never walked from behind that desk. Period. All right? It's not even worth all of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, he don't need to slap nobody. Going to get his old ass in jail. Then he's going to be looking stupid. Don't do all that. I mean, they got other KFCs. But the thing about it, he should have never threatened her. They could have easily called the police and had his old ass arrested. Then he'd be looking all stupid and shit. And if he gets smart with the police, they're going to manhandle his old ass. That's not the way you do that. Call the district manager. Act like you got some damn sense. Call the district manager, all right, or headquarters. Call KFC, the headquarters, and let them know that. Because they may not even know that they got no refund. Because even though it's part of a franchise, they still want them to, basically follow, how they run things. Don't go too far away from how they run things, because then you're going to mess up KFC name. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you got to do. You arguing over some damn chicken and refunds and things like that. He threatened to smack somebody. They think this woman is not going to get mad. She can say whatever she wants to. She can speak rude if she wants to. All you need to do is call whoever is in charge, the district or KFC itself, corporation, and let them know how she was talking. All right, point blank, and be done with that shit. And then just never come to that restaurant again to give them a bad review and everything else. But for that man to he'll loosen somebody's jaw when you look like he can't even loosen his own damn jar to open up something to feed himself. Man, stop. You don't know what that girl could have had in her pocket or whatever the case is. If she was like me, she would have had something talking all that smack. And then this dude she ain't never been slapped. Like it's okay to slap a woman. Well, then you ain't never been capped. Okay, let's put it like that. Shit. So you can shut your damn mouth.
You're trespassing. You're threatening me with a weapon, climbing a wall. Yeah, I have you. I have you on camera, and I have you.
I'm not threatening you.
You would okay.
Cut that.
Is this your plant?
Cut what?
Is this your property? No, it's not. It would be against the law for you to climb that wall and to cut these plants.
I'm gonna cut it down. I'm about to blow up the goddamn place.
Okay, now you're threatening to blow up the goddamn place? I'm calling the cops, Diane.
You goddamn bastard son of a bitches.
You too, Diane. Have a good day. I'm going to send this to
She
the
is a damn lunatic.
police department. Have a good evening. Good. Have a good night. I'm going to have my cameras set, so if anything happens, we'll know exactly who did it.
I'm gonna get a hold of that goddamn. I can't get a hold of Entourage. They
You know
won't
what,
answer their phone.
Diane, all you had to do was ask me for their number. I would have given
I
it to
have.
you.
Then give me another number. 'cause
Okay,
I've
I
been
will.
calling a number
But
and
what
they won't
incentive
answer.
do I have to give it to you now that you've treated me like this? I have no incentive to give you any positive politeness at all, do I? You were nothing but rude and belligerent. Have a good day, ma'am.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
What? Hold
You're
on.
trespassing. You're threatening me with a weapon, climbing a wall.
Shit.
Yeah, I
You
have you.
say you have a good
I
day,
have you on
damn or
camera.
man?
Any rude and belligerent. Have a good day, ma'am.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yes, you
Well,
too.
late,
We're nothing
y'all.
but rude and belligerent. Have a good day, ma'am.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, that's
Yes, you
like
too.
a
Thank you.
damn man. I thought that was a man all this time. Damn. Susie looking like a damn man. You said just give the man his refund. Well, if it's in their policy, you see the big ass letter. That means that a note. That means that she can't. Right, give him some more damn food so he can shut his old ass up. She definitely wasn't scared. She probably one of them street chicks. KFC serving up some skinny chicken now. It ain't juicy the way it used to be. KFC is not good the way it used to be. That shit will unalive you. All right. I mean, I'll be eating it sometimes because they had that little $7 thing, but since that's over, I won't be eating it. I won't be eating it anymore. And I had to like the little strips anyway. I didn't eat the regular chicken and stuff. That shit is greasy as I don't know what. Your ass gonna be having clogged arteries and every damn thing else eating that shit. Your carotid artery gonna be clogged. All your arteries gonna be clogged. Messing around with KFC, the regular chicken and shit. So honestly, she did him a favor. All right, but him, the other one, threatening somebody, he could have went his stupid ass to jail threatening. I would have called the police on his old ass and had him arrested and let him see if he got that type of energy with the police so they can slam his old ass on that ground. Okay, you under no circumstances, unless it's self-defense, should you threaten a damn woman. Come on now. So if she would have came back from back there with a knife and cut his ass up, then what? That's what I'm talking about. Once he tried to hit her or some stuff. That's crazy. We're not going to see this one. All right. Let's see what we got here. Didn't we see this before? Let's see what he's talking about.
You can't make this stuff up. It's got to be true. This is Aaliyah Ross. She's 27. She and her husband, Devin, get into an argument in their house. And Devin goes outside, allegedly to calm down. But while he's in the process of calming down, he throws a cinder block onto her vehicle.
What?
So that makes her mad. Did I mention to you that when Devin went outside, he took his 16-month-old son, well, actually their 16-month-old son, outside. Well, when the cinder block went onto the car, it made Aaliyah even madder. So she got into the car and she lunged forward in the car like she was going to run over him. Now, he's holding the 16-month-old baby. Well, she said, I guess he didn't get out of the way. So she lunged again and ran over Devin and her 16-month-old baby.
What?
Did you hear what it said? She ran over her boyfriend and their baby. Like bump, 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 run over them, okay?
Damn.
Then she runs the car into a neighbor's house, which is supposed to be some kind of relative. She leaves with the baby she's injured. You can't make this stuff up. It's got to be true. This is Aaliyah Ross.
This moment did all this. Hopefully that baby is okay. Let's see what's going on with this chick right here, Aaliyah Ross. Let's see. I got to come back and pay this damn. I'm about to pay this real quick before I leave. I'm about to pay this in 1 minute. I'm about to pay that before I go out. Okay, that's going to be it with the reaction videos. Let me just look up this girl and see what she did real quick, y'all. That's a hot ass mess, though. That right there is. Yeah, I think we saw all that right there. Yeah, we're going to look this up real quick. And then this was a hot ass mess right there. That was a hot ass mess, you guys, okay? Lil Nas prancing around looking a hot ass mess. Let's see. Not this. Aaliyah. How do you spell this girl's name? Aaliyah. Let's just see what they say about her real quick, and then we're gonna get off this live. So this is her right here. Let's see what went on with this chick. Let me make sure this is not. This is back in 2020.
We got a crazy story.
We're not gonna be watching you. You got some damn music.
And I'm Summer Knowles. Aaliyah.
Here they go with this damn music. I don't know why these people cannot tell a story without putting background music. So we already seen these two. Let's see if they got music.
This is a booking photo just released from the Polk.
You can't even hear her ass. Hold on.
This connected along with this video to a situation where a mother is accused of running over her child. I do want to play for you a 3-minute comment that was made by Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd, again speaking about all of this.
We just saw the comment. Okay, I don't want to see that. I just want to see what happened.
The 16-month-old baby. Well, She said, I guess he didn't get out of the way. So she lunged again and ran over Devin and her 16-month-old baby.
Take a look. This is a booking photo.
Okay, so she got into a domestic argument with her boyfriend, and then she ran over him with the baby, or hit him. Let's see. She ran over her boyfriend in Child Monday afternoon. That was back in 2024. Let's see. He threw a cinder block onto her Toyota Corolla, and it made her even madder. So it was a 4-year-old and a 6-month-old in the car, got behind the wheel. So wait a minute, hold on. So in response, no, she put, I thought they just said he was holding the baby. Here it says she put the 2 small children, a 4-year-old and a 6-month-old, in the car, got behind the wheel, and lunged toward the victim, he was holding another young child. She lunged again and ran over Devin and the 16-month-old baby. So what happened? Did they get unalive or hurt or not injured or what? Let's see.
Take a look. This is a booking photo.
They still got this damn music on in the background, man. What's going on? Let's see.
Can't make this stuff
I don't
up.
want to hear this
Got to
man
be
talk
true.
again, okay? Because I want to see exactly what happened. Mm-mm. Let's see. I hope she got the
A
music.
Florida woman allegedly ran over her boyfriend and her infant. 27-year-old Aaliyah Ross got into a domestic argument with her boyfriend, Devon. Devon allegedly threw a cinder block into Ross's Toyota Corolla. Ross responded by putting her 4-year-old and 6-year-old into the car and started driving towards Devon, allegedly. Surveillance video shows Ross allegedly running over her boyfriend, Devon, and her 16-month-old baby. Devon is seen on surveillance video carrying the 16-month-old baby and running from the car, allegedly. Ross then allegedly also hit her neighbor's trailer. While Devon was headed to the hospital, he called Ross and asked her to take the toddler to the hospital. She said, quote, "No, I'm going to leave him at the house," end quote. So she allegedly drives back to the house and puts the child in the house alone, and then she drives to Florida. The toddler did receive medical attention once the father drove back to the house to get the toddler to take to the hospital. The child is in critical condition with a broken left shoulder and collarbone, multiple broken ribs, a partially collapsed lung, and abrasions and bruising on his body. She was later arrested in Orlando. Ross's 2 other children were taken by the Florida Department of Children and Families. He has been charged with aggravated child abuse, aggravated battery, domestic, negligent child abuse, battery, domestic, and leaving the scene of a crash with property damage. So what do y'all think about this? Let me
I
know
think
what you
this hoe
think
is
in the comments.
crazy. That's what I think. Okay, that's what I think. And I knew she probably injured that little baby. All right, she need her ass whooped. That's what I think. All right, that's crazy, man. What the hell? Shh. Like I said before, y'all, we got some crazy little people out here that be doing some very weird shit, and she's one of them. I mean, why would you run into anybody unless it's self-defense? But certainly your boyfriend, because y'all got into an argument with him carrying your other child. That's crazy. You said no money for no bony chicken. I know that's right. Where's the part 2 at? For the KFC thing? Is the part 2 for KFC or for the sheriff you're talking about? If it's for the sheriff, we already heard part 2 now, so we already know what happened and things like that. I mean, I can go back there and look, but we already know what happened. But thank you anyway, because I got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? See what the sheriff part 2. Where you see part 2 at? I think I really just told everybody what happened. Oh yeah, it's a part 2 right here. Let's just see. It'll take all day. That's not the same person, right? Okay, let's see. The girl. This is part 2, right? And go to Florida.
Too many charges to talk
Well,
about.
Lord, you honest.
Evan goes back to the house, picks the baby up, and they both go to the hospital. Listen to me. The baby is in critical condition this morning in the hospital in Tampa.
Oh, he knew this.
And after she runs over her baby, after she leaves with him, she brings him back to the house and leaves him alone and him in critical condition at 16 months old. And then she takes off again. So obviously, we're not impressed with her conduct. She's clear.
Okay, y'all. That's it. That's it, baby. So the video went off, right? Okay, they having trouble with the video. So listen, I'm gonna be done with this video. I already told y'all basically what happened. Okay, I told you that she he just told you that she dropped the baby off at home by herself, and then the boyfriend had to go back and pick the baby up, take the baby to the hospital. The baby's in critical condition. They already told you the injuries the baby had and things like that, and her stupid ass is incarcerated. Now, I don't know what the 2025 update of her is, and I'll look her up. I'll look her up and I'll tell you guys about her tomorrow. I do have her name written down, so I'll look her up and see what happened to her now and give y'all an update, okay? Other than that, that is it. What? What'd you say? What? Oh, okay. Other than that, y'all, that is it for this live tonight. I got some new updated information for Sean Diddy Combs. I'm going to let you guys know about that tomorrow, okay, on my live. And hopefully an update on this chick with her crazy ass. Aaliyah, what's her name? Aaliyah Rose or Ross. I'll tell you guys about her if I find an update and any other information that I have tomorrow that you guys need to know about. Tomorrow is Fuckery Friday, so we'll definitely be having some fuckery stuff for you guys tomorrow, okay? Thank you to Jermaine. Thank you, Jermaine. Thanks to Payo. Where you been, Payo? Where you been? Thanks to Cheryl Crass for being here. I appreciate you. Thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. Y'all make sure y'all check out my Country Wayne reaction videos because we be off the chain over there, okay? It be some great ass conversation and we be tripping. So make sure y'all check that out tomorrow morning on my time, which is between 9:30 and 11 a.m. I'll do it probably like at 9:30 or 10. All right, because I got to get out of here. All right, so it'll probably be like at 9:30, which would be 9, 10, 11, 12:30 Eastern time. Okay, and then don't forget tomorrow night we'll do Fuck Me Friday, and then I'll be putting up another YouTube short tomorrow and stuff. I already did one today. I showed my living room and stuff. I did the reveal. My whole house was done except for my bedroom. And I got some more things I want to do in the living room, in the dining room before I show you guys. And I got to finish the media room. It's finished, but I got some pieces to add to it. And then I'll show y'all my media, the movie room and stuff. The little movie. We just call it the media room. All right. And I'll show y'all that and stuff. And once I get through, I probably won't show my bedroom other than when y'all see me dancing on here when I come on or whatever the case is. But yeah, so check those videos out. And please know this. I like a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't know why I like a lot of stuff. And usually I would have taken stuff off my tables and stuff, because on camera it looks like a lot. And but it was so damn hot in this house because, like I told you, they're trying to replace this damn air conditioning unit. You have to buy a whole new one. It's like $15,000. So I'll be trying to get out of here because it'd be too damn hot. So I didn't have the energy to be trying to take everything off my tables and to remove the blanket off my couch. I put that on there because of my cats, because y'all know I got 3 cats, and I cannot be letting them, have hair all over my couches and shit and stuff like that. So I always cover them up with like throws and things like that. So I didn't get a chance to take that off, but it still looks good. So y'all check that video out. Check me out dancing and stuff and all that. All right. Other than that, y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming video. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And if you want to donate, you can do a super sticker, super chat, cash app donation at $Shades2, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. All right. Other than that, y'all have a good night. Don't forget to leave a comment. Thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. And I am out of here. And I'll see y'all in my next video. 1 hour and 32 minutes. We did a good job. Thank you guys so much for all your great conversation in the chat. Y'all have a good night. Let me change this, and we are out of here. Let's see. Where we at? 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 Okay. There you go, y'all. Peace out, y'all. Let me take this dang on thing down. I always do this every time. And we are out of here. All right. Good night, y'all. Have a good night and a blessed Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in to Shades2. And I am out, y'all. Peace.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades2, baby. She back again. Mic hot, crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I lacked game, back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with shades. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else she feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night, she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube,